Hey everybody, it's Justin Time with your flat top face. Today, gotta give a special shout out to the vegetarians out there that sent me those messages and said, hey, Justin Time, give us something. Well, I'm gonna give everybody something with our vegetarian theme here, alright? So hello to everybody out there. I know we got a couple cooking along with us, but in order for us to get done in our time of our show, there's a couple of things we have to get done right away, okay? So we've got everything laid out. We're gonna talk about our ingredients in a second, but I wanna get our peppers in the oven because in a perfect scenario, all of our stuffed peppers are gonna take 30 minutes total, okay? So we went with all the colors I could find. So I've got green, I've got yellow, I've got red, I've got orange, a lot of sweetness there. So we're gonna go ahead and put them in our bake-proof pan for a second. And what you're gonna find out is a lot of people ask the question, why do we put oil on our vegetables, okay? And one of the reasons is we wanna capture all the moisture as well as try and cook it at the same temperature, okay? So we're gonna take a little olive oil and I have gloves on because we're gonna work it around to make sure they're covered pretty good, okay? And make sure we get the inside and the outside coated with our olive oil, okay? So we're gonna get these in the oven, and if you preset your oven at 375, that's perfect, okay? So we're making sure we got everything coated so that we can retain that moisture in our beautiful pepper, all right? And a little tip, if you see the bottom of my pepper, I actually cut it off, okay? And the reason I did that is so they don't roll around. If you've done stuffed peppers before and they're in the oven and then they tip and in their oven and they tip, one of the reasons why we cut off the bottom is so they will stand, all right? So now, get my gloves off here just a little bit. I'm gonna leave one on, okay? We're gonna hit them, all of them with a little bit of salt, okay? And a little bit of pepper, okay? Not a lot, just coat a little bit, okay? And then we're gonna put a piece of foil. Okay, here, let me get this out here. There we go. That fine ground pepper there, okay? So I've got a piece of foil now, okay? And we're gonna seal those. So before I throw them in the oven, I'm gonna make sure no one has any questions for those that are cooking along with us. And once I pop these in the oven, we're gonna say, hey, we gotta see who's out there before we get rolling on our next object here, all right? A little bit of noise for you all, I apologize. The foil noise, okay? So we're gonna get these in here, and we're actually gonna set our timer for 15. Uh-oh, stop making noise here. Give me 1 second, Facebook. All right, so that's gonna get in here. And we're gonna set our timer for actually 15 minutes, okay? Because in the 15 minutes, we're gonna start working on our filling, all right? Now we can give some shout outs. We got our 15 minutes of our peppers starting. Usually peppers take about 30 minutes total. So we hope that we're gonna let those kind of hang out together, steam, caramelize to some extent, and then we're gonna go from there, all right? How's everybody? I wanna get some shout outs today. Who do we have out there? Who do we have?
Okay, so we have Pamela Welch watching.
Hey, Pam.
Kristen Treeman watching.
Hello, everybody.
Karen Thomas is watching, and she's also cooking along. She says, I'm ready.
All right, let's go, Karen.
Brandy is watching.
Hey, I know Brandy's ready. She sent me that message where that carnival, I understand. But right now, we're going to make sure it's vegetarian here just for the day. No, so.
Okay, Altrinice Spooky is
Spooky!
watching. Tanisha is watching. Taylor.
Hey, Nisha.
Mark K is watching.
Hey, Mark. Oh, Mark. How did send me a message. I want to know how that tomato soup came out. So you got to let me know how that came out.
Yeah, he said he spied a bunch of liquid gold.
Oh, liquid gold. We got it here.
And Pam says, yes, do you deliver?
Oh, man, listen. Eventually, all right?
Then we have Dre Jeter watching.
All right, all right.
We have Minister Sanders watching.
Oh, man. Listen. Inspiration every morning at 7:25. I know you got to start waking up. You're supposed to anyway. But inspiration, Kevin Sanders does a beautiful job of getting everybody ready for the week. So all last week I got a chance to hang out with him at 7:25. Excellent word, much energy. So thank you for that, Minister Sanders.
He said, my favorite ministry, food.
Oh man, we're switching to food here.
And then we have Jumpstart watching.
Oh, Steve in the building, Mr. Jumpstart. All right, so on your, go ahead. I'm sorry.
We have Sandra Shorter watching.
Okay.
Herb Pippin watching.
Uh-oh.
Chris Kelly is watching.
Oh, DJ Chris.
Jacqueline Barnett is watching.
Hello, everybody.
Chris says, what's up, bro?
Oh, man.
And then Kevin says, stop, LOL.
Now, listen, I want you all to do me a favor, because this is the exciting part. I want, if you're not from the state of Michigan, which I know we got a couple, sometimes we get some people chiming in, please send your city, state, whatever. We want to know who we're reaching out to, so make sure you do that, all right? Now, getting back to our filling now, because we're looking at the clock, we're 2 minutes in on the oven already. So we've added all of our liquid gold to a saucepan, all right? And we're gonna let that get heated up real quick, okay? And then we're gonna go in the order of our vegetables, okay? Now, of course, you see I have my onions and my zucchini, but notice one of the things about cost control and things of that sort, this is from the tops that I cut off from my peppers, okay? So we wanted to use everything. And as you see, I wonder how good that camera is. Our liquid gold wants something to play with. So we're gonna go ahead and drop all of these vegetables in, all right? You'll hear the sizzle. Oh my goodness.
We have Martell watching.
What's up, Tail? Martell Films,
And
or
then-
Taylor Films in the building.
Mark says, a little heavy on carrots this time, but delish.
Oh man, but you know what? That's the tricky part when you throw the carrots in. Yes, carrots do add a sweetness to your dishes, but a little too much, yeah, I get it. No, but good. It looked beautiful though. I give you a little tip later off air how to keep it a little more red, a top secret tip, all right?
Then Robert Patton is watching.
DP in the bit. Wait, DP Jr. or DP?
DP.
Hey, DP, what's happening?
And then Benjamin McAllister is watching.
Oh, Mr. McAllister, how we doing there? Benjamin's in the house. So one of the things I posted last minute is I found some mushrooms, all right? So I said, well, I got some baby Bella in the house. So I said, well, why don't we throw those in? We're going to wait till last minute to throw those in, though, okay? So we're going to, you guys have cooked with me before. We are sweating all of our vegetables. We are moving them around here. We want to make sure we get them, all of the flavors come together. Now, this here is very dependent on your texture, okay? Now, I think I told you all before I love a crunchy texture or just a little al dente, as they say. So I may let mine go a little shorter than everybody else. And then some may say, nope, I need my vegetables super soft. So that's literally up to you, okay? Now, getting back to our ingredients, we got a lot going on here. I combined my 2 cups of diced. Half of this is going to be for our filling, and the other half is for our sauce that we're going to do. We've got 1 cup of our Parmesan, and of course I love mozzarella. We've got our 2 cups of rice, and these are all of our seasonings that we've got. Couldn't get the fresh that I wanted, so we've got our Italian season, our minced garlic, our whole piece of garlic. We've got our tomato paste. We also have our dill, which gives it a little lemony taste to the flavor. So we're going to throw this in eventually. We've got our onions and brown sugar for our sauce. And then we've got our mushrooms. We have food everywhere. We've got our 1 pound of our spinach for later, which is going to be the easiest thing because that's going to be super fast. And then we've got our garlic hanging on over there. Oh man, woo! Listen, onions and the aroma of onions and peppers. And then it's something special about that, all right? Now I'm gonna move, you're gonna see what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna move everything to the side, and we almost forgot our garlic. So we're gonna drop our garlic right on the bottom there, okay? So we're gonna get all of that out of there, most of it anyway, okay? All right, beautiful, there, okay? And then we're gonna let that saute just on the bottom a little bit, okay? But because when I was enjoying the aromas here, I figured, wait a minute. It smells like something is missing, all right? Now we're down to about 8 minutes on our oven, yes.
We have Ed Galloway Jr. is on here. He also said, got my notebook in hand.
Oh man, listen, take the notes.
And then we have Tori Shayna is watching.
All right.
Then Robert Patton Jr. is watching.
Oh, I knew Junior was gonna pop in. Him and I had a great discussion about, it's interesting how you want to make sure you eat healthy. And a lot of people, you know, one of the subjects about what we're going through right now is our body healthy enough to battle these different things that come at us? You know, it could be a virus, it could be our day-to-day life, but keep it in mind, eating healthy is a great twist. And I'm going to tell you right now, this here is a wonderful dish, all right? So now we're going to go ahead and add juice included. We're going to take half of what I have in the bowl, okay? Now understand I just put 2 cans in the bowl. That was just easier for me, all right? And we wanted all that moisture as well. Oh my goodness. Something beautiful happening right now, ladies and gents. And we're gonna take a lot of that extra juice in here, okay? Oh, beautiful. All right, so make sure you save yourself about 1 can there, all right? Crank up the heat just a little bit. And as I was telling you all, we are watching the oven. We are down to about 8 minutes, okay? So hopefully you're watching your ovens as well. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, man. Listen, this is such a beautiful, it's almost like a warm salsa that we're putting together here, all right? Now we're going to go back to our salt and pepper. That's why I didn't give you a specific measurement. We're going to put about probably three teaspoons of salt in there, okay? And maybe 2 teaspoons of pepper, okay? Oh, man. How's it going on at you all's house that's cooking along? I hope it smells as good as what I got right here.
Okay, Kevin Sanders says that looks good. You have Roland Eaton Jr. watching.
Roland Eaton, what's happening?
And
Roland.
Kevin also says he needs that entire pot.
Listen, you know, go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
This is great because I'm telling you, once you start getting vegetables together and you can put them on tortillas and make a dip, chip, whatever, this is wonderful. And it's one of the things where if you pay attention to how you feel after you eat fast food or how you feel after you eat heavy fried food, you don't feel the same when you eat vegetables. That's why I was super excited about this one, all right?
Okay, so you have Zanette Patton watching. She says,
AZP in the house.
Family. And then you have brother asks he said, "What's up, chef?"
Hey.
Cassandra Johnson is watching.
Oh, tell Paul I said, where Paul at? This is a Paul dish. I just added, real quick, I added 1 cup of the rice here, okay? Just so you all know, that's what we got going on, all right?
Bessie Dillon is watching. Serena Cohen is watching. Melinda Boone is watching.
Cuz in the house. Hey, everybody, I tell
Brother
you.
had a statement. He says, "I love the smell of onions, peppers being cooked."
I agree.
And then Lil Robert says, "Looks good."
I'm trying here. Listen, now I use medium grain rice. You could have used different type of rices that are out there. I just went with, of course, what I had in house, right? So that's where those mushrooms appear. Now, speaking of mushrooms, we are actually going to take half of my baby Bella and we're going to throw those in there, okay? And the other half I'm going to save for our tomato sauce, all right? Looking at the oven, we are down to about 6 minutes here. I am happy. This is beautiful. Oh my goodness. We're going to have to taste it for salt and pepper, okay? Now, of course, always you can add more granulated garlic if you want. You can add granulated onion. I mean, it's pretty much whatever you really want to do in a sense of flavor. Now, you have to understand that if it doesn't taste good right here, I want the camera to see. If it doesn't taste good right now, there is no miracle in the oven that's going to change that, all right? So one of the things I want to do is we want to get this mixed together. We're down to about 5 minutes on our peppers in the oven. So let's see where we are right here.
Pam says, one of my favorite teachers. And then Brandy also says, we like our veggies a little softer, so I'm behind on cooking.
You're fine. I just needed to taste mine for peppers. You should have about 5 minutes left, Brandy, in the oven. Maybe 6, so we just needed a little bit of more salt and pepper, but it's something about you can taste the peppers and the onions and the zucchini all together, all right? So we're making sure we get not a lot of salt because we want the natural flavors, okay? And then if you have any fresh herbs to throw in, now is the time we're gonna throw those in because we're gonna slow everything down just a little bit. And I did not use all of my rice because we're gonna use some of it for our plate, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and throw our dill in there, okay? Not all of it, okay? Just a little bit. And dill even has that bitter, lemony aroma to it, okay? So we're gonna add that in there, let that go for a minute. A lot of the times, oh, it smells so good. Oh man. Sometimes you get to a point where it brings out an aroma that you think there's meat in here. I'm telling you, vegetables are wonderful, okay? Vegetables are wonderful.
Jeremy Callahan says, yeah, but you are making me hungry.
Listen, I'm telling you, we are trying to keep on a schedule here just because we know that if you're going to watch and eventually everybody out there, you're going to cook along with us, our ultimate goal is to make sure that as we're cooking along, you're going to be able to eat as soon as the show is over, all right? And I got a couple of dishes. On Tuesday, we're going to be promoting another one of our Taco Tuesday videos, so you'll be seeing that next week, which is for our vegetarians, all right? So we're going to turn this down on low just for a minute because I don't want the starch from the rice to stick on the bottom, okay? Oh, man. Listen, I'm telling you, there's a lot going on. Everybody good out there?
You want to remind people where your recipes or other cooking shows are?
So we go live every Wednesday and Saturday, and I've got a treat for those on Wednesday. We'll talk about that. Not necessarily, maybe we'll talk about it in the show. I don't know. We'll definitely post it later on today because I'm in between two different things we're going to do, all right? So we'll talk about that shortly, okay? And then you can also visit YouTube. We have Just in Time Flat Top Faves on YouTube, which has some of these recipes, but definitely there are a couple of vegetarian recipes that are out there, okay? So man, oh man, lots and lots is going on here. How does that look, ladies and gentlemen, all right? We're gonna we're gonna let that go on low, okay? And then we're gonna go ahead and get ready to make a spot because we're gonna pull out our peppers in about 2 minutes, all right? I'm looking at the timer. We got about 2 minutes on our peppers, so we can still let everything work together. So we got Karen out there cooking along with us. We've got Brandy. Hopefully you all are doing good there, okay? Oh, this looks beautiful. Oh my goodness. You know, I could just probably, it doesn't even need to go in the pepper, but the pepper is such a beautiful thing. But man, oh man, and we don't even have our Parmesan and our mozzarella ready to go. I'm telling you, lots of flavor here, all right? So we're gonna go one more taste here. No double dipping, of course. It's something about that dill just brought out a whole nother element, all right?
Okay, so Jeremy Callahan says Taco Tuesdays. He says I have to get back to work. I'll tune in later.
Listen, hey, thank you for tuning in. But Taco Tuesday, I'll tell you, we're gonna post one of our videos, and we actually made refried bean patties on a tortilla shell, and then we added all of our peppers and onions and garlic, and of course our liquid gold. It was beautiful. We'll show it again on Tuesday, all right? So be ready for that, okay?
And Mark says, rated liquid gold.
Liquid gold. I'm telling you.
Karen Thomas says, yes, sir. She's doing well.
Listen, I know Karen, hopefully maybe a minute below, but here, you guys take a peek at that real quick. How does that look? Oh, I hope it's beautiful. I'm telling you. My buzzer went off, so I didn't lose sight of what we were doing here. And now we're gonna uncover these beautiful peppers here, all right? All right, and as you see, they're warm. They have not started to change the color, and that's the beautiful thing about our peppers here. We wanted them to start warming up. Oh, they're beautiful here. Take a look at that. It maintained the color. We are extremely happy about that. And now we are going to have a blast here, all right? So now, after we stuff these 15 minutes from now, we are going to have a beautiful delicacy here, all right? So now we're gonna just start filling them up. Now you may not have 6 at home, but guess what? I had to do 6 because, oh, how does that look out there, ladies and gentlemen? I hope you can see in the pan what we got going on here, all right? So we're gonna go inside. Oh, beautiful. Oh, look at that. Listen. If you were scared about this vegetarian dish, let me tell you something here. You should be ashamed of yourself. I'm just letting you know that we have something beautiful brewing here. Oh, and it smells, listen, the aroma of the peppers as they came out of the oven was one smell. We've got our filling here that is really juicing up. And don't worry about if you spill a little bit, that's okay. We'll deal with that later. And we are gonna leave this uncovered now because when you think about it, we're just kind of bringing the flavors together. So this is gonna go in the oven another 15 minutes, okay? Uncovered, all right? To kind of finish off the flavors and bring them together. Oh my goodness, I am so close. Look at that. I accidentally made a nut here, all right? Oh man. Okay. And now this is the fun part here where, you know, one of the things, there's two things that make everything better here, right? One is butter and two is one is butter, two is bacon, but today we're doing the third one, which is cheese, all right? So we're gonna hit it with a little Parmesan here. Oh, Parmesan, the great Parmesan, okay? Oh, the smell of Parmesan, that's another beautiful smell we have here, all right? Oh my goodness. And then because I love, and as well as my kids love, something about mozzarella. Oh my goodness, mozzarella. It's like pizza, but it's not. Oh my goodness, how's that look to you all, ladies and gentlemen? Oh man, and we are not gonna use all the Parmesan because we're gonna use that for later, but we are definitely going to use all of our mozzarella. I'm telling you. Oh, somebody needs some mozzarella in their life.
Pam says, I love vegetables. Pookie says, that looks so good.
Oh man, thank you.
Lizzie Jackson Strauss says, looks amazing. Pam says, yummy. Adrian Long says, looks awesome.
All right, so we are going to get this back in the oven here. Oh my goodness. And for a second here, I want you to kind of focus on what we got left. We're like, all of these ingredients, what do we have left? What are we gonna do? Well, next up, we're gonna set our timer here. 15 minutes and let that go, okay? We might periodically peek at it, but now we get to make a little bit of noise here, right, ladies and gentlemen? So now with some of the remaining ingredients that we have, before we heat up our sauce, okay, we've got to make sure we got our pot here with a lid, okay? We're going to go ahead and make our quick tomato sauce here. We're going to use all of our diced tomatoes, okay? Don't splash yourself, okay? So we're going to get all of our diced tomatoes in there, okay? Oh, yeah. Now, one of the things when you buy store-bought pasta sauce or tomato sauce, one of the things that you won't get is you won't get the bitter flavor of the tomatoes, all right? So yes, the mushrooms, oh my goodness, the mushrooms are going in, all right? Oh man, we've got our garlic. We're just gonna drop the whole clove in there, okay? Here comes our onions, all right? Oh man, we got a lot of flavors kind of hanging out here, okay? Then we've got about 2 tablespoons of our Italian spice, okay? Last but not least, we've got a little bit of our, you know what? The ingredients, I had the tomato paste in the wrong location. So our tomato paste was actually for our sauce, okay? So just FYI, for those that are cooking along, we had tomato paste on there, and it was supposed to go with our sauce. So hopefully, we kind of kept that together there, all right?
Okay, so Adrian Long says, looks awesome. And she also says, I love peppers. That's a great idea to make. I need to be on my way to eat.
Oh, listen, we're going to go ahead and seal this up just a little bit. We have not added the oil yet. Facebook, we're going to make a little bit of noise. Add our quarter cup of olive oil, okay? Gonna go ahead and press it down just a little bit, get it moving around a little bit there, okay? A little bit of noise. Oh man. Now that we got it moving, take a look at that beauty there. Oh. Woo! Lots of flavor here. And one of the things that when you're making a tomato sauce that's using fresher tomatoes or canned tomatoes, the color is going to be a little bit different than the store-bought, okay? But now here we're going to go ahead and add our brown sugar, a little bit more oil, okay? And then we're going to go ahead and get that blended up. Fresher tomatoes have more of a beautiful color, all right? A little bit of noise. Oh my goodness. Oh, that smells wonderful. Oh, I wish you could. You know, we're going to figure out a way to do smell-o-vision, I'm telling you. I am hoping one day we will be able to figure out. Oh yeah, ready to go. I am hoping one day we'll figure out smell-o-vision here, all right? So now what we're going to do is we're going to go get and get that heated up, okay? All right. We'll get that in there, okay? Definitely on low, okay? Get all of that in there. And we're going to let that go to our other stove on low. And we're just going to let that kind of simmer for a while, okay? And we are down to about 12 minutes here, okay? I'm telling you, listen, we got a whole lot of things going on and we are close, okay? Get our equipment here that we don't need anymore out the way. Okay? And now we are going to go to our last, we're going to pass this off to the other stove. Okay? That's going to go on low. Okay? And we are down to roughly about 11 minutes. Okay? And one of the things that we have left to do is we have our beautiful spinach. Now, how you guys doing out there? Let me ask about, let me double check with Karen and Brandy. How we doing?
Okay, so Reggie says, why the brown sugar and oil?
So the olive oil, vegetable, we're just trying to add a little bit of flavor with the olive oil, and that kind of keeps you from adding water, which dilutes that flavor. And the brown sugar, if you ever taste tomatoes by themselves, they have a slight bitter flavor. So by adding that sugar, not a lot because we don't want it to be sweet, but by adding that sugar, it takes that acidity down, right? The acidity of the tomato, that bitter, so that bitter disappears and it's a natural taste now. So that's kind of why we do that, all right? Excellent question there, all right? Oh man, listen. I am telling you, we are going to get ready to plate up something special, but we have to get our spinach going here, okay? One more, I'm gonna need that one. So far, so good. How's everybody out there?
Miss Thomas says, she says, I'm a little slow today, but getting it on.
This is one of the greatest investments in the world, that if you go to Gordon's or anywhere and get you a nice little squeeze bottle, tip already cut off, that allows you to really maintain what you're trying to do with your dishes, all right? So we're gonna add our olive oil in there, okay? Extra virgin olive oil, okay? Gonna get that going, all right? Then we're going to go ahead and get let that come to a nice little ripple. Once it starts to ripple, you know it's heating up, all right? So we're going to go ahead and add our garlic, okay? Not a lot, just a quarter, two tablespoons, okay?
Reggie says, how long should the spinach cook?
Oh, spinach is going to be fast. You're going to watch it. We're not going to add all of it at the same time. I need the right food. We're not going to add it all at the same time. So we're going to add a little bit at a time. And it's probably going to, I mean, to be honest with you, I'm looking at the oven. We roughly got about 9 minutes on the oven. So in about 9 minutes, our spinach will be done, all right? But we want to get our oil kind of infused with garlic right now. That's what we're doing. Okay? And then we're going to add a little bit at a time. Oh, the sizzle. It's beautiful here. We're going to add, we've got about a pound that we got from Sam's Club today. So we're going to add a little bit there, okay? And you'll see it cook down, all right? Man, oh man. Garlic and spinach. And you're going to see it's going to wilt very fast, all right? It's going to shrink real fast, okay? Shouldn't take longer than a few minutes to get all of this down and cooked, and we'll be ready here. Got spinach flying everywhere, okay? The natural heat and the olive oil here. Beautiful. Man, Facebook's like, what is he doing? We got spinach flying everywhere. And now you can start to see it starting to wilt, and that's what we're looking for, okay? This is one of those things where can you overcook? Yeah, you can overcook anything. So you want it to kind of get to that point where it's wilted up and it's taking some of the flavors. And the last thing we're going to do today is add the salt and pepper at the tail end, all right? A little bit at a time, a little bit at a time, all right? Oh, man, this is beautiful. If you don't like spinach, I'm sorry, you are missing out on something great here. Man, oh man. I didn't get any out of Michigan shout outs yet. Oh my goodness. Almost, we got 3/4 of it there, okay? And looking at the, oh, we got 6 minutes. Oh man, 6 minutes, Dougie Fresh, 6 minutes. Listen, you guys should see my helpers here, I'm telling you. We got stuff going there. We got stuff flying in the oven, in and out, in and out. And I don't, look, it goes in the oven and I can just stand here. It's the greatest thing in the world, right? Then we got spinach flying everywhere. I'm just telling you, there's a whole lot going on. There we go. Oh, look at that beautiful spinach.
Jeanette Patton says we love spinach.
You know, I'm going to tell you, now I was never a fan of the spinach in a can. So when you saw those, you know, maybe I'll tell my age when I start talking about that. Some of the kids are talking, you know, some of the kids will be like, Popeye? Who in the world is Popeye? Remember Popeye used to crack the can? That I was not a fan of the canned spinach. But then I got a little older and was like, man, spinach. Man, you can put spinach in a smoothie. You can put it on the plate. I didn't do onions today because we had a lot of onions with everything else. Okay?
She said it's very nutritious.
Yes, it is. Whole lot of vitamins. And I think this is one of those key things if you're low or have an iron issue. Spinach is one of those things that really, really helps you out, all right? Notice I didn't leave the spinach, and the reason I left this till last is because I really wanted to watch it, okay? So, oh, this is beautiful. Man, oh man. Beautiful fresh spinach. Got it from Sam's. They sell them in 1 pound packages. And everybody's like, man, where did the spinach go? One of the things that when you're cooking greens as they're labeled or green vegetable, leafy vegetables, they go about 40 to 60%. That's the size that they go down to, right? So they lose a lot of volume as they're cooking. So that's one of the trickiest things to get everybody to understand what happened to all that spinach you had, all right? So now we're going to go a little bit of, yes.
Adrian says, she's agreeing with you, yeah. She said, but she said her taste buds had to mature to like spinach.
Oh, man, it's a growth thing. Now we're going to add a tablespoon of salt and a tablespoon of pepper. Now, I wanted this to be kind of healthy, so unfortunately, you all out there, I went with olive oil and not my beautiful, wonderful liquid gold. I didn't want to do it. So this is definitely very, very, very nutritious, all right? Oh, we are down to about 4 minutes before we check our peppers, okay? How's everybody doing out there? Let's go. Let's ask some questions while we're waiting here.
Jamila Mathis says, so informative, great show.
I am glad. Thank you. We are trying here. Not only do we want to be informative, but we want you to eat after you cook. Why cook along and you can't eat, right? So we want to make sure you are able to eat as soon as the show is over, all right? Look at this beautiful spinach. Beautiful vegetables. Oh, man. Yes, I'm telling you. We got a healthy dish today. Beautiful.
So Elois Harris says they make spinach like this all the time, but they add mushrooms. He said, yeah.
Listen, I threw my she is absolute mushrooms, onions, diced tomatoes. There is so much you can do with spinach. I think mushrooms is great. We had the mushrooms in our stuffing with our peppers. We have mushrooms in our sauce, so I didn't want to overdo the mushrooms or the onions. But you are absolutely right. There is so much you can do with spinach. That is a great idea, all right? Wonderful. And I'm telling you, we are close to plating here. Man, oh man, listen. Oh, beautiful spinach. Oh man, I am telling you. We are down to 2 minutes, 2 minutes, 2 minutes. I think somebody's gonna take a peek real quick. Let's see. We're gonna sneak peek real quick. Oh, the mozzarella is already melted. I'm telling you. We're gonna get ready to plate this up in a minute. 2 more minutes in the oven. And the good thing about having it vegetarian is you can see that the ingredients that we put in our pepper was already hot. Our pepper was already in the oven. It was already starting that cooking process. Everything is ready to go. It is beautiful.
Braylon Taylor says, Jay, what up?
Oh, what up, B?
And Clover Thad says, hello, Chef Justin.
Hello. Listen, got some some former students hanging out with us, I'm telling you. Listen, I just think that this is a quick dish. I was hoping we were going to squeeze it in that 30-40 minute allotment. Kind of looks like we're going to get close. We are down to 25 seconds till our beautiful peppers come out the oven, all right? Now, while we do that, we're going to go ahead and get our spinach kind of hanging out on the plate. We put a little bit of our extra rice, okay? Just in case you didn't get enough, okay? Oh, man, so we're going to plate this up real beautiful here, all right? So we've got that. We're going to go ahead and have our little bit of Parmesan cheese dropped right on our spinach. Yes, creamy spinach, one of the ingredients. If you haven't had creamy spinach, listen, it brings a nice flavor, all right? So take a look at that. We're going to go ahead and add a little bit of our sauce to go along with it. How's that plate look so far? Hopefully you're enjoying the look here. And we've got our fresh sauce coming here. Oh my goodness. Put it right here. So we're just gonna dab that there and we're gonna, oh, beautiful. Now we've got a lot extra if you need it, but let me tell you, here comes the star of the show. Let's see, I am feeling a color combination here. So we're gonna go with the, oh, it's beautiful. We're gonna go with the beautiful red right in the middle here. Oh, listen, I'm telling you. Last but not least, we're gonna hit it with a little bit of our Italian seasoning, okay? And guess what? There you have it. A beautiful dish, a healthy dish, a hearty dish. And there you have it. We've got our stuffed pepper, got a mixture of mozzarella and Parmesan on top, our homemade sauce. We've got extra sauce if you are a sauce person. And we've got our healthy, beautiful spinach with garlic, sauteed in olive oil. What more can you ask for?
Coach Shay says all team dinners will be at Coach Howie's next season.
Coach!
And then Melinda.
You already know.
Melinda says, have you done lasagna yet?
You know what? It is on the list I had. And it's funny. I'm trying to base a lot of these shows on what I have in house. And guess what? Who said that? Who was that?
Melinda.
Oh, cuz, listen. I have lasagna pasta up in the shelf. So let me tell you, I've got the sheet. So it may be on the way. Not on the schedule yet, but it's on the way. So that's it. Wait, Brandy, Karen, how we doing?
So Karen says she really prefers her spinach raw in salad.
I agree.
But that
I like
looks
it.
delicious.
Okay.
LaDonna Branner says that looks very tasty. Adrian Long says very nice. Minister Patton says, wow. He said, wow. Wait a minute, hold on. Where is this restaurant at? LOL, looks real good. And then Betsy Dillon says that looks delicious.
Listen, we want to take that time and say, after a half hour, you should have a meal. And that's what our goal was. So what are we at? 5? I don't know what time it is. Hopefully it's 5:40ish. With that, a couple of things. 5:42, beautiful. Guess what? When we end this live, my family's ready to eat, and hopefully so is yours. All right.
Brandy says, getting there, chef.
Yes, Brandy. Let's go, Brandy.
Then Tanisha says, looks delicious, up my alley.
Hey, listen, and it's amazing, and I'm gonna try and make sure we do segments in our show that includes options for vegetarians. But there are a lot of vegetarians and pescatarians and differentarians that are really trying to eat healthy, and they're trying to subtract some of the things that kind of drag them down. A meal like this at 6 o'clock, you're full, you're healthy, you're good to go, and you're not feeling like you want to take a nap. So that's the great thing about this.
And Danita Cordell says, looks delicious.
Thank you.
Love the
Thank
presentation.
you.
It's beautiful.
Listen, we got to make sure it looks good. Now, the last thing we're going to talk about before I close out the show is our Wednesday show, okay? Understand we're going to go float back and forth vegetarian. Somebody used the C word, those carnivore, right? Meat eaters, okay? I have had a Boston pork butt in the freezer for a couple of weeks now, okay? And I've been toying with what we're going to do. So on Wednesday, we're going to take a pork butt and we're going to do two things for you, all right? We're going to do pulled pork barbecue sandwich. We're going to make our jit sauce, be ready for that. And then secondly, we're going to do carnitas, all right? Which is a Mexican taco. So we're going to have corn tortillas with pulled pork, fresh onions, nice lime juice, fresh seasoning. Get excited about it. We'll post that recipe later on this week. But definitely Wednesday, we're going to take pulled pork and we're going to go 2 different directions. And I cannot wait, all right? Any other questions?
Lakeeba Davis, South Carolina says, hey,
South Carolina. I knew we had somebody out of Michigan. South Carolina in the building. And with that, I want to thank you again. Hopefully you cooked along with us. If not, maybe you'll try on Wednesday. But here we go. You know what time it is. It's Jip Baby, just in time, flat top faves with our stuffed pepper, our sauteed spinach, and our fresh tomato sauce. Enjoy. See you next time.